I was a broken, starving kid, and now I am a full-time traveling artist, and here's what changed. I'm Leo Rivero, and over the past 20 years, I've made upwards of 10K months, all while inspiring and connecting hundreds of people to their hearts. Today, we're diving into my unrelenting entrepreneurial spirit so you can be inspired to take action on your dreams too. We're going to cover where my journey started, all the lessons and twists and turns that have happened to me over the last 20 years. And then also, finally, what I'm keeping that worked and what I'm leaving in the past that didn't work so that you can be inspired to take action on creating your artist business today. All right, let's dive into where it began. I was a scrawny little kid living in Allentown, Pennsylvania, in the back streets, in the ghetto, and life was really, really tough. Since I was a kid, I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. And I'll tell you a story about why I say that. It was maybe about fourth or fifth grade. I was making what was called Happy Rocks. And what I did was I took those little marble pebbles where they're flat on the bottom and round on the top, kind of see through. And I would paint little smiley faces on the back of them and then cover it with paint so that when you look at it, you just see a smiley face through this glass. I would sell them to my friends, teachers, everybody at school for 25 cents a rock. And what I was really selling was happiness. The takeaway from this was that essentially when you get the rock and you're upset and you're angry, you rub the paint off of the rock. And when the paint's completely gone, you've absorbed the smile, you've absorbed the happiness. The key takeaway with this story really is that I used what I had. I was resourceful. And now that we've covered where I started, let's dive into all the things and highs and lows throughout the last 20 years that have gotten to me where I am today. It has not been an easy path. I didn't just come out of elementary school selling Happy Rocks and all of a sudden I had a successful business. Nope, I was in and out of restaurant jobs. I worked at Starbucks for like 3 years. I even was a volunteer for a surgical recovery center for transgender people. I'm also transgender, so welcome. But all along the way, even though I was working in these jobs that I hated and just wanted to be a full-time artist, I never gave up on my art. I was making pendants and necklaces off of my favorite band art, selling them in Facebook groups of other fans from these bands. And I evolved into making plaques that had positive affirmations on it, like "You are worthy," "You are the light," "Follow your dreams." Like I've always had this core purpose of wanting to inspire and empower people. And the way that I always found a way to make money from my art was making things that people really wanted. I didn't just make something because
I love this leaf, I'm gonna draw it.
being an artist and wanting to make a business from your art, it's really important to make that connection to I'm not just making art for myself, I'm making something for other people. As much as I have developed my artistic skill and talent and learning and practicing and creating nonstop, even if I was super tired from a 12-hour shift, I would go home and make something, carve something, watch YouTube videos of how other people were carving things. Like I never gave up on it, and there's always time. If this is helping, please hit like so more people see it. Subscribe if you want to, because I'm posting more content like this every single week. You got it? Good. Thanks for sticking along. Next, and finally, we're going to cover the things and skills that I'm taking with me into this next evolution of my business and the things that I'm leaving behind. The main thing I'm leaving behind is making bad art. I might ruffle some feathers when I say this, but nobody wants to buy bad art. Practice, 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 practice. Get better at what you're doing, because there are a million other people out there that are having little sketches in their notebook. And there's 10%, 5%, 1% of people out there really refining their skills because people want to buy things that are going to last a long time and that are beautiful. The second thing I'm not going to be taking with me in my next evolution of my business is undervaluing myself. Started at making 25-cent happy rocks, things that make people happy, and now I'm making multiple hundreds and thousands of dollar high quality value jewelry like what I'm wearing here. I'm taking this same concept that instead of rubbing this rock to make you happy, you're adorning yourself in this symbol that has been birthed through me, through connecting with spirit and the muses and my own connection to God and life, and building these symbols to empower, inspire, encourage, and bring people joy in their lives. And it takes time to do that. It takes so much time. It's taking 20 years of all the things that I've learned and the struggles I've gone through that I'm not going to charge $100 for something that has taken me thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to get here to where I am, and all the education that I've done to get here, from studying in Florence, Italy, taking hundreds of hours of classes online. It's all about continuing to progress your own skills and talents. The third thing I'm not going to be taking with me into my future of my business is trying to do it all by myself. It's dumb. You cannot do it by yourself. You cannot be the marketer. You cannot be the artist. You cannot be the website person. You cannot be the email generator. You can try, but I promise you, you're going to burn yourself into the ground so fast. It's not just about you. Again, it's going back to that first lesson of I'm not just making art that helps myself, I'm making art that helps people. I'm not just making a business that feeds and pays myself, I'm making a business that pays and feeds all of those around me. To be an entrepreneur is to be a caretaker. It's to be a builder. It's not an easy journey. And three of the things that I am keeping going forward in the future is number one, investing in myself. I've bought so many tools, and I've said this all throughout the video: education, education, education. Invest in yourself, invest in your tools, invest in the things that are going to make life easier for you. And the second thing I'm keeping going forward in the future, this may contradict the first one, but I still stand by it, and it's using what you have. Just like I did in the first story of making these happy rocks, I used these stones that were just laying around the house, and I made money from it. If you cannot buy these nice tools, if you cannot buy your education, YouTube, it's free. You can watch thousands and thousands of videos of so much awesome education and content. Even if you have absolutely no art supplies, go get a rock. Go make some ink from burning tree bark. Go make some paint from onions and plants and whatever you have around your house. Get creative. That spark and that innovation that comes when you don't have enough can fuel you into the next phase that is your artistic journey. And the third thing that I'm keeping going forward in the next phase of my business is collaboration. So much of my success in the last few years of building Naked Earth has been collaborating with some of my favorite artists, musicians, healers, astrologers. It's not just collaborating with people that have high audience counts. I did that and it didn't work. I've collaborated with several people that, oh, they got 50K followers, I should go work with them. But they weren't showing up on social media. Our values didn't align, and they wanted nothing to do with the creative process. You have to have people that want to actually do the work with you, make something really, really special. Because the people that I did work with, that I loved working with, and had such an incredible outcome, they were invested in the process with me. They were in the trenches with me, building it from the ground up. And we made really, really incredible artwork together. And not only did we get to bridge our audiences, but we made a movement. Entrepreneurs and business owners have some of the best outcomes and possibilities for global change than any politician and any average Joe does. Because entrepreneurs create money flow. Entrepreneurs and businesses can take money from one place and put it in another. This may be an invitation to change your beliefs about money because money can change the world. Just think for a moment, dream with me. If all of the good people and the dreamers and the artists of the world had millions of dollars, what do you think the world could look like today? Let me know in the comments what you think the world would look like today if all of the good people and dreamers in the world had millions of dollars flowing in their lives every single year. And a last takeaway for you and some homework is I want you to pick one person in your life. One person that you really love and you see them going through some kind of trouble, some kind of pain. They just had a breakup. They lost their job. They're being suppressed by the government. Take that friend and make them a gift and give it to them. Give it to them. Make them a gift that will heal and mend some of that pain, and then make 20 more and list it on your Etsy or your website, wherever you're selling your products. Thank you so much for joining me today in this video on helping you learn how to build your artist and creative business as well. If you want to go deeper, go ahead and head to the description and watch my guided meditation to help you find your artist gift. I promise you it'll be worth it, and it may give you some inspiration that helps you make that product that really takes your business into the next level. All right, thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Ciao.